Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a more in-depth look at the barn and a bonus barn. So here we go, we're back inside this main lobby area. That is definitely interesting. Over here is where they would have some different animals. So that's interesting. I don't know how many of the walls we're going to keep in here versus how many we're going to take out. Over here there would be steps. I didn't really climb them, but this is the steps that would lead to the loft areas. So that's kind of cool. If you want to see more up there, let me know. But yeah, that's cool. If we keep going over here, we can see some more different things. So we got the main atrium again, as you've saw last time, but yeah, that's pretty cool. And over here is some kind of weird office, but yeah, so as we walk back down here, we're gonna go over to more of the areas where they'd have the animals, which is kind of cool. So this is where oh, okay, well, I guess we're looking at the atrium again. This is where it would have been more of like another office. I don't think they really had many animals in here. They would have animals back here though, which is interesting. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so now this is another one of the weird hallways that it has. So you can keep going back here, looking around. Yeah, this area is kind of weird painted, but that's okay. So this is where they had some kind of horses or something in this area. So, interesting. Okay, now we're back to the main room. Yeah, so we're going back to one of the exits of the barn, and yeah, there's one of the sliding doors that the barn has quite a few of those. If you pay attention, you'll see those. Here's where the office area is, and sorry about the camera, it was raining, so that's kind of what happens when it rains and you're filming. It looks like they'd have some tools there for the animals, and then if we keep going over here, we're going to go back to the center. We'll probably take out this room and open it up more. But yeah, as I said in the other video, this barn is from around 1920. So it's at least 100 years old, which is pretty interesting. It was extended in the 1940s though, so that's interesting. So yeah, we'll probably take out some of the wall boards too to open it up. And then there's the back of the barn. Pretty cool looking structure. Right next to the barn, there's also another little chicken coop. But this is the around 80 foot pole barn, which is actually in pretty good shape, even if it doesn't look like it on the outside. The insides are very clean and the power seems to work fairly well. So this is where they would have more equipment and stuff, I guess. Maybe some animals, but not as many as the main barn. It has like some tarps and stuff in different segments, which is kind of cool. The spear, or sphere, or whatever, it's either a ghost or the rain, whichever you want it to be. This is like a garage. They have like a garage door over there, and yeah, the lights, most of the lights work in this barn, which is kind of cool. So I'll probably park my car in there at some point, but yeah, this is the center, as you can see. Probably going to take all the hay out and just, it is not concrete floor, it is just dirt floor in here, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, it's pretty nice, clean and stuff, so that's cool. This is the area of the barn that does not have electricity, or the bulbs are dead, one of the two. But yeah, that's interesting. So as we walk back here, there's some more traditional barn doors on this side. This side does need some work. There's a few patches on the walls that we could do. But yeah, overall it's a pretty cool building. I don't know exactly what we'll do with it yet, but I don't know, maybe we'll get some animals or something. Guess you'll have to stay tuned. If you want to see the main barn at night, check out my previous video that I did. I'll probably put it somewhere, probably at the end. And yeah, there's some kind of particles or something blowing around. But yeah, that's cool. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.